Hello, I'm excited to be on Music of the Future's Global TV. My name is Maudie Michelle, and I front a music project called Stonerpop. It's an electronic duo with my partner in crime, Jimmie Maneuva. And so welcome to my little corner of the world. This is where the magic happens, whether it's writing music or graphic design. I do a lot of things and love creating. And so this is going to be part of the Behind the Song series, and I'm going to discuss my latest single called Subroutine. And so this song is about the disconnect that individuals can feel from one another in today's society. I was sitting in the studio one day with Jimmie, and we were tossing around the tracks that we thought we would put on our upcoming album, and we had the music bed for Subroutine, and it was not named Subroutine yet, and didn't really know where to go with the song. I'd been playing around with a vocal pattern in my head for quite a while, and Jimmie was saying that, he was considering scrapping it, but I wasn't ready to call it quits. And so I started playing around with the vocal pattern, and as I was doing so, I was thinking about my best friend who now lives 4 hours away from me, and how we had recently-ish decided to begin writing traditional letters to one another in order to connect in a way that was outside of our regular routine and our regular methods, because it felt and feels more special. But as with a lot of things that we do, we both have a tendency to procrastinate or put things off that, can be. And I would find myself composing thoughts and letters really to her while I would be going about my regular day-to-day business. I'd be washing the dishes and writing a letter to her in my head, or driving to work and composing more to her in my head. I'd be in the shower and thinking about all the things I could say to her. And so as I was thinking about this, the first line of the song, I've been writing letters in my head to tell you where I've been, popped into my head, got written on a notepad, and I thought to myself, I really like this. Let's keep saying the things I want to say. And so the song then, becomes an anthem of this disconnect that we feel, and being stuck in this routine, and the feeling of isolation that we have in the busy society that we live in, and ultimately the fear that we feel as well, because I have these people who I love who are so far away from me, and honestly people who are nearby who it just seems hard to have the same time off together, and it can be difficult to really continue to connect. And so you have this fear of losing these people because there's so many terrible things that happen every day in the world. And I just needed to get that off my chest, I guess, in song form. And I tend to have an optimistic streak to me, though, too. And so, whereas I discuss, heavy subjects and heavy feelings, there is also positivity and hope, because I also believe that we have some control over this. We can fight through the struggle and still make meaningful connections with the people we care about. such as by writing handwritten letters to one another. And I'm really seeing this specifically in the region that I live in. I'm seeing a lot of people come together politically from all walks of life. I'm seeing youth standing up and saying that they want to change. I'm seeing more and more people register to vote and going to vote and really taking more control of how we are living. And so I'm very excited to see if that momentum will keep going, and I hope that putting these types of messages out there help it go.